Hello, in this video we're going to show contractors how to upload your employee training. So first we're going to start in the login screen. You'll have your own username and password to log in that's tied to your company, but for this video I'm going to use our test login. Click enter to log in and it'll take you to the central control screen. Like I said before, in this video we're going to focus on uploading employee training data. So I'm going to click on the middle blue box at the top of the screen. This will take you to our online submission form. Your company will be auto-filled at the top of the screen. This is tied to your login, as well as your bill to will also be auto-filled. If you are a union, you may have other options for this bill to drop down. After company information is inputted at the top, we are going to fill in the contact person. First and last name, an email address. This is where any receipts or communication confirmations of this form will be sent to. And lastly, a phone number, in case we have any questions about your submission. Once you've entered in your contact information, you'll want to select payment type. If your company is a member of the North Dakota Safety Council, you'll have two options. You can either select credit card to pay with a credit card, or you can also be invoiced. If your company is not a member of the North Dakota Safety Council, you will only have the option to pay with a credit card. I'm going to select invoice for the purpose of this video. As you can see, you also have the option to type in a PO number and a job number. This is not required. Now we're going to move down to the bottom of the form where we're going to enter in employee data. We're going to start with legal last name and legal first name. The keyword is legal. If your employee's first name is Jonathan, please do not type in John for their first name. Please type in their full legal last name and full legal first name. Next, we'll want to fill in their middle initial if you have that information, and a suffix if they're a junior or a senior. We'll also require the last four of their social security number. This is their unique identifier in our database, so this information is required. Next, we'll move on to submitting their actual training dates. So you will not need to enter in information for each one of these columns. For full information on what dates you need to submit, please refer to the ECCS guidelines document located on the ECCS homepage. This will give you all the information you need to know which dates to submit for which site you are working on. So I'm going to enter in a drug screen. As you can see, when I click on the field, it brings up a calendar. I'm going to click a date that the drug screen was completed. I'm going to enter in safety training, and again it brings up the calendar, but you can also type in the date. And I'll submit a background screen. You can also enter in more than one employee on this screen. There are 10 fields to enter in by default, but if you go to the bottom field, if I've already submitted 10 employees here, I'll just show you how to add a column. So if I'm going to add another person here, and you get a pop-up that says add employee, which will just add another row to the bottom of this form. So make sure that you're entering in all of your employees that you need in the system on this one form. After you've entered in all of your employees and their training dates, you can click the orange button called Submit Training. This will give you a pop-up to verify your cost. As you can see, we are just submitting one employee to the system, so the number of transactions is 1. Each transaction in the ECCS database is the cost is $7.50. So if you're submitting 2 employees, the total cost would be $15. If everything looks correct on this screen, you can click Process, and your dates have been submitted. So after you have submitted this form, it goes to our ECCS coordinator with the North Dakota Safety Council. She verifies the data and pushes it through to the ECCS database. As you can see on this pop-up, all entries received before 4 p.m. during the week will be entered in the same day. Submissions after 4 p.m. and submissions on weekends and holidays will be entered in the next business day. If you've paid with a credit card, your receipt will be emailed to you. If you've selected the invoice option, you'll receive that in the mail within 2 weeks. You can click the OK button to exit, and this will take you back to the blank form. If you'd like to get back to the central control screen, the button is up here at the top left, and you're back to central control. If you have any other questions about the submission, or if you're having troubles getting the form to submit, please contact the North Dakota Safety Council at 701-223-6372. Thank you.